What up, nerds? This is the Epic Nerd back in his workshop. Going for round 2 of turning a pen. Now, if you didn't see the first video was kind of a on-purpose fail. I took the 2 worst pen blanks I had that I pretty much were certain were going to break apart, and surprising, they did. But that whole, I chose that for a reason, because it's been over 20 years since I even used a lathe, and I just wanted to feel out the process again before I went and used wood that was actually usable and I could make an actual pen out of. So this time I chose some purple wood. Already drilled it out, and if you look over here, I have a pretty small drill press, and it works okay. But I just got feedback from my iPod player. But I'm finding that I'm having issues, like to stabilize my pen blanks when drilling the holes. I bought one of these because I don't have because I like to have everything at my disposal. But I found the beauty with this thing is, so basically this is just a pen blank vise. So you put it in there, you give it a twist, then you put it on the drill press and drill the hole. Well, I've been noticing that because this thing is bulky, my drill bit doesn't go all the way through, so I have to stop halfway through, flip it, and drill from the bottom, which I've been getting a little off center. So this time what I did was, I tried drilling both. I drilled both ways through, but I figured out a different way to do that. So next time I'm going to just drill as far as I can one way down, and then I'm going to take the drill bit out and then put it in my cordless drill and just finish the drill like this. That made a perfect hole for me when I did it this time to clean it up. It worked. Another thing I found out about this is that I don't have a vise yet, but that'll be my next purchase, a table with a vise, is that I put the whole blank in the side here, and then I was able to use my little Japanese handsaw and made perfect cuts. So double uses is always good with tools. So that's where we are. Now I'm at the process where I gotta barrel trim these to get the edges flush with the tubing in there. This side's pretty accurate, but this side could use some cleaning up. So I've already got the barrel trimmer set up in my drill, and I'm gonna try to film this and try not to get hurt. We'll see. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now I'm just gonna hold this. It's not probably the safest way to do it, but that's what I'm gonna do. hardly made even a dent. Okay, well, alright. That didn't work, so I'm going to have to raise it up and apply. Yep. Go. Don't ask why I got a hard piece of wood. It was a template that I was going to use. Taking this thing is not the funnest thing to do. Okay. I got one. Okay. This one's going to need the most attention. Let me get this a try. Definitely got a funky smell. I think cheap and easy way to stabilize a pen blank on a vise or on a drill press. I haven't done that before, but it works. Yep, we got it pretty good. Okay. All right. Now let's just set up so I can. There we go. We good? Yep. There we go. All right. So. Just had a little bit of clog up on the glue, the CA glue. That happens sometimes. But there's that one. I think that's gonna work. Set my height. Alright. And here we go. Safety first, ish. Okay, I gotta tighten it some more. Now I'm new to this, so I may be doing it wrong, but I'm doing the best I can. Okay, something's still not. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, kind of. It still stinks, by the way. And And I know people watching this are saying, you're using the wrong tool. Well, this is the only lathe chisel I've got for now. So I'm trying to make it work. So far, so good. Alright, well, I'm going to keep at this. I will show you when I get closer. If nothing happens, the next segment will be when I get closer. So, alright. Alright, I've got these somewhat to their final shape. Now it's time to go to sanding. So I moved the stand out of the way, took this off, just give me some more room. Now you can use any type of sandpaper you want, your method. I went and bought the dummy wood turners lathe sanding kit, so I know which order to go in, and it's very cheap and easy access. So I haven't gotten this far in the process before, so this will be a first. Like I said, I took wood shop and actually turned a pen in my freshman year in high school, which is over 20 years now. So this is all all new ground to me. So here we go. Getting there. And I'm going to use each iteration of these sanding papers to get down to my finished product. You don't want to leave it in the same spot too long, as it heats up rather quickly. Okay. Now, that was 600 grit. Now we're going down to 4. Toast. Give it a look. Oh, it's coming along nicely. It's got most of the tool marks out. I do have some finishing ones that'll that are more for wet sanding, which my fancy glass of water here will come in handy later. But the wet sanding is more, from what I remember and what I've been researching, is more used when you do acrylic pen blanks, which I have and we'll get to some other time. So, all right. Where'd it go? Too lazy to bend down and get one. By the way, all my major equipment, my wood, my drill press, my lathe, my sander, and my scroll saw, all were found on Amazon for just over $100. Thanks to the stimulus money, I was able to get all of them. All my power tools came from this latest stimulus check from Home Depot, and I got the bundle pack Ryoku. Came with a Ryoku's by far the most affordable. And it seems to always have a big sale right when stimulus checks are issued. So hey, if the government's gonna lock me up for a year, tell me I can't go out in the bar and have fun and drink meat and hang out, put me in a fucking detention cubicle when I do go out to the bar, I'm gonna waste their money on shit I actually need. Now, I don't have any finishing materials yet. Like, I do have CA glue, but I have never done a CA glue treatment, so I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos on it. And then that's when you'll see the finished product. But I'll just fit and finish this one rough. Just so you know. Just know it's not what the finished product is going to be. And when turning pins, one thing you might want to keep in mind is that you want to have one end, which is going to be the cap, usually as straight as possible. The bottom end you can put a bit more of a bulge because it'll fit better in your hand. What you don't want to do is put too big, like have two sides that have big bulges, and then the hook or the hanger part of the pin, I don't know what it's called, the clip, there you go, the clip. The clip will like point out, and it'll look like that. So this will be the pin, and your clip will just be off at a weird angle. I've done that before. One of the few things I remember about actually doing this process that long ago. I made some funky, thick, fat pins that weren't designed to be fat pins. Ah! But that one's still on the table, so I don't have to go hunting for it. And if any professional woodworkers see this, I know I'm making a lot of mistakes, but I'm having fun. If I had beer, I'd be drinking beer. But tomorrow's payday, not today, and I'm broke. So that was the 240. We were down to the last one, so 150. Which, now that I think about it, I may have gone in the wrong order. I don't know. I'll verify later if I went in the wrong order or not. And if I went in the wrong order, don't yell at me. I'll figure it out. I think that is good. Okay. Now, let's get the fine wet sander ones. Alright. That'll be in the next video. Okay, again, to make my life easier, I went ahead and purchased a sanding finishing pack. Comes with 18 pads, 2 of each, and it has, they're color coded, and it tells you what to start with. So for wood finishes, I should have already done 320 sanding, which I did. So now start at 1500 and go to whenever I want to stop. 1500 is rust. That would beat this one. Shoot. A little dunk like you're a cookie in your milk. Look like rust. And when they come out the pack, they're in the proper order too. So now I'm at 1800 grit green. If you rest your hand here, that does get warm. That's looking good. You're looking good, man. Okay. 2400. Now we're at 10. It's 3200. Had to move my water because it was vibrating, making a little too much feedback noise on my table. I think I'm gonna stop at 3,600. No, we'll push it to 4,000. I give her all she's got, Captain. This is wine color, apparently. I don't know, I'm not a wine drinker. Let's give it a look. That is smooth as the baby's butt. And finally, we've reached 4,000. If you're offended by my voice, by my voice skills, I don't care. All right, we are done sanding. This kit goes all the way up to 12,000 grit, which is fuchsia. It's like there's almost no grip to this at all. It feels like God, I don't know what like. Feels like a matte foam, you know, like a old school wrestling mat foam. That's what it feels like. Or gymnastics foam. I was a wrestler, so I felt like wrestling foam to me. There's that. Okay. Now, let's do all this doohickey nonsense. Okay. Careful, these things could be hot. Now that is pretty damn good. Don't lose your bushings. Oh, that's got some nice grain to it. When I finally do get get this thing polished up, this thing's gonna look banging. As the young kids say, I guess. Okay. Okay. My chair. Okay. Now, okay, so we have the bushing, the center part, there. Aha! That. Come on. Do. Get the hell out of there. Okay. We have the tip. This is the thing I was talking about. The clip part. That part. See, if you put it on the barrel end, it won't stick. I mean, it won't look right. So if you have too much of a, no, you didn't see nothing. You saw nothing. So if you have too fat, if you haven't gone down enough, then when you go to put this on, this thing could look funky. So that's why I did this one as straight as possible. Give it a nice, clean look. I hate these little bags. Enough of the funny business. And the cap. So, I have my little pin vise here. Basically, so what you want to do is you put the first one in like that. Well, and that's the beauty of this thing. It has these blocks so that you draw back as far as you need. And then, yeah. Loop. Okay. I may have a little too big or a little too skinny. Now I wonder if I can get that out. Screwing everything up. I may problem solve this. Aha! I got it. So, it took a little redneck ingenuity, but basically what I did was I found a skinny drill bit that would go through here without messing anything up and push this gently out to the side. And then I got it far enough out and then I gripped it with a pair of clamps and gently gave it a tug. So what I discovered was, and the reason why I did that is that the bushing actually is wider than I expected. And so the other end, which is where I was going to put the cap, is thicker than the other end. And actually, without measuring at all, it seems to be a perfect fit. So we're going to do this again, but the right way this time. Insert. I like the spring-loadedness of it. In you go. This one. Okay. Let me bushy. Something's not right. Alright, just so yeah, turns out I was completely doing it wrong. I was shoving this end all the way through here to the brass cap. In actuality, that's not what you're supposed to do, and I was wondering why this thing was sticking out like that far. So, I got the tip on. So you're supposed to insert the tip, and then you insert this piece to the brass fitting. Right about there. Should be good. All right. So again, I had to use my drill bit and force the thing out. Hopefully I didn't screw it up too bad. Okay. Now, oh, come on. Just that. This. Now. Okay. Now, there we go. Success! Okay, now pins inserted. Get that fitting. Now we put, and there was, so in this particular piece of wood, there's an identical grain anomaly. Let's use a fancy word. It's where it lines up, so you know you got a perfectly, all the grain matches. Not every piece of wood is gonna have, but you do most of the time want your grain structure to match. So now we are in the final pieces. says you want to do this part before you fit it all together. So I like how this thing's spring loaded. It's very handy. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, you don't need that much pressure. Then a line. And voila, we have a working pen. Aha! And it works. Yes, my handwriting is crappy. Don't care. And that is how you make a pen. Like I said, there'll be a finishing. Actually, I like this the way it is. I may just keep this one for myself. But thank you for watching. And as always, stay nerdy, my friends.